What is up, YouTube? Four Leaf Cards here. Hey, thanks for clicking. Today's an exciting day. I got this in the mail. Thank you for your purchase. REA auctions, and this was I guess I have not really done a whole lot at the old big auction houses, and usually the prices get pretty crazy, or the things that are in there are just super nice stuff that doesn't fit my budget. I mean, I could go after some things, but I prefer to save my money and do my big purchases at the National or at a card show or whatever, where other people are, so I can like share it. It's like an experience. So I tend to buy my bigger cards in person with other people, not just online at an auction. So I'm usually on the outside looking in. I usually peruse and see if there's some cool things in there. It's more of just an education thing. But this year I was like, you know what? I'm gonna put some bids down, and I got crazy, and texted people. And I think at one point, I don't even know what it got up to, but it was thousands of dollars, like $5,000, $6,000 worth of bids that I was winning. And that was pretty exciting because if it ended that day, I'd have to write a pretty big check. But over the course of time, and you got closer to the end, people started bidding in there, and I lost 99% of them. So we like to call that all the thrill, but none of the bill. And that's a little phrase that Scott over at Reindeer and I kind of came up with as we were hunting for some bigger cards. I was looking for a 51 Bowman Williams, and I think he was looking for his Grail card at the time, I believe. And we were putting in some pretty big bids in there, and if we had won, we would have to we'd have to pay him. So, and then usually we just wouldn't. And then actually one day I put in a bid that I thought was fair, and nobody overbid me on my Williams, and that's how I got it. It was one of those all the thrill, none of the bill deals that turned out having to have the bill. But I was happy because it was a lower bid amount compared to comps during that time. So. Worked out. But anyway, all the thrill, none of the bill. But this time I actually won 2 lots in this auction. And so I did get a bill, but it was not a big one because I didn't put crazy bids on anything. So anyway, the first one, get a little bit of a glare here, but is this 52 Topps. Eventually I'd like to get all the Red Sox from 52 Topps. I'd like to get all the team sets all the way going. I started that project. I'm probably like 50% done with all the Red Sox team sets, but the 50s are definitely ones that I'm short on. So I just thought this was a beautiful card. I mean, look at it. It's just the color is good. I mean, it's off center a little bit. Who cares? It's a beautiful card. The picture is good. I like the composition of it. Right? I don't know. It just looks like a baseball card. Just beautiful. It's just like it looks historical. Like, look at the gear they were using. There's just a lot of things going on in there. So I thought that was pretty cool. I don't even know. It's a 5. Just thought that was a beautiful card. So I was like, I'm going to get that. I'm going to put a bid on that. And it was not a crazy bid in my mind. I mean, maybe if I shopped around and looked for it, but it's a beauty. And it's all mine now. Stays here forever. It's found its forever home. So that was just a beautiful card, Red Sox 52 that I needed. And then this, let's see if we can get this here. So that's a Carlton Fisk auto that's been PSA DNA authenticated, which is cool in and of itself. But it's a 81 World Series official ball. Which is kind of funky a little bit, but 81 was, I believe, the year that Fisk went to the White Sox. So he had just finished up with the Red Sox. Maybe he went to the World Series and somebody signed. I don't know why. It's not coming out to me, but I think he was going to the White Sox. I think 81 was Dodgers Yankees, wasn't it? I think, but anyway. But you see some light staining on here, but they're almost like fingerprints. So I almost wonder if he was like holding it, like that might be his fingerprint stains. which is pretty damn cool if you ask me. So I'm going to go with that. I'm just going to say that the slight staining here was maybe, him holding on to it as he signed it. I guess I would kind of hold it. There's a stain down here, and there's a stain up here, and I would kind of hold it that way if I was signing it. So those might be Carlton Fisk's fingerprints, man. I just think that's cool. So pretty cool ball. We'll put it kind of down in the dark so that it doesn't fade anymore. It's not an overly strong autograph, but the price was right, so I picked it up. So I thought that was cool. So there you go. There's my 2 lots that I won. I feel like a big boy now. I just got something from REA auction. I was hanging with the big dogs, I guess, but at the low end of the big dogs. But hey, whatever. Anyway, that's all I got for you today. I'd say 2 pretty cool items as far as I'm concerned, and appreciate your time watching. So if you guys are opening anything, best of luck to you. Don't forget to collect to connect, and have an awesome